All right, so we're trying this again. Sorry, everyone, if this is getting all freaked out. This is the second time it crashed. I swear this never happens. But why is this not behaving? Just one moment. Let me set my things up again here. For some reason, things suddenly crashed. I don't know, did Skynet infiltrate my system? Let me just finish setting up my stuff over here. So everyone say hello again. Like, why did this all crash? It said on my web browser out of memory. It said out of memory, and then everything crashed. Let me just get back to this all set up one more time. We're going to get back into the crafting of the deck in one moment. So I don't know if this is my computer, if this is Arena, if this is my internet connection. Not quite sure what it is. Yes, we're back. Just let me finish setting my settings here. I'm not sure why it's all this weird. It crashed again. Sorry about that. I swear I'm a professional streamer, maybe. But I think everything came back on. Everything's coming back over here. Just one moment. Let me finish setting this. And we'll get back into everything. Hey everyone, welcome back again. Just a little hiccup. Okay, so I think we're back here. Does everyone see that message? It's got to be those gremlins. It's those Kaladesh gremlins. Okay, anyway, we were back over here. We were about to craft this deck. So what's this deck all about again? So there's a few things that I don't really care about. Let me just kind of, without thinking too hard, throw away some things. I got 5 Ice Queens. So I'm just kind of going like through one quick pass to see here. So 42 cards, 14 creatures, 11 non-creatures. And okay, let's give that a shot. So we got down to 40 cards. I had actually, let me do one thing here. I'm gonna put back all of these queens of ice because I just want to do weird things this time. So if my opponent does not rage concede after getting hit by 5 Ice Queens, I don't know why. I don't know what will happen. Let me also go over here to different music. What do I want to do this time? Let's switch over to chiptune. So on screen, does it show the now playing? Does Pretzel Rock say not playing, or do only the Twitch people see that? Or did that appear on the what's playing? I'm curious, because I can see it on my control panel, but on my other screen it doesn't show it. It's like a crazy frozen, yeah. So they have a curious pair right away. That's fine. You can see it, but you can't hear it. So you cannot hear any. You cannot hear my music right now at all. I kind of think it's loud in my headphones. So if you could just help me out with that, what is it that you cannot actually hear? There's always something to figure out about streaming. Got a big old spider. Okay, here's something cool. I can do the Revenge of Ravens, or I can do the Covetous Urge. Covetous Urge lets me look at their hand, choose a non-land card from it, and then I steal their card. Yeah, let's do that. So what do you have that I want? I can do the 5/5. That's a 4/4. That creates a lot of bears. Let's get their 5/5. I'll be able to protect myself a little bit with the Revenge of Ravens. So doing a lot of food. Alright, so here I can block that. I can block and tap out that Fierce Witch Stalker. Alright, so 1 damage will get through, but then that Witch Stalker gets tapped. Second main phase, they'll probably get out their Flaxen Intruder. Ooh, they didn't. Okay, that's cool. This Revenge will do fun stuff. Reeve Soul, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. They have 6. They want to get to that Flaxen Intruder. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this Raven card, I love it. The guy is totally bleeding. Alright, that's gonna hurt. That's 6/5 trample. At least here, that damage will get negated. Ooh, I can Ice Queen that, so I'll do that one moment. Let's clear out that hand. They're gonna eat some food, that's fine. So I'm gonna take some damage here, but 3 will get negated. It's still gonna be a lot of damage, but then next turn I can Ice Queen. Oh, okay, they're attacking with 1 thing. Guess that's smart. Final card. They can't attack with that anymore. Okay, So I will be able to tap down their big creature, and then I can bring out a blocker. No, I'll bring out the 5/5. So they'll probably throw their little old ginger brute at me. I'll be able to Reave Soul. I'll be able to bring out this 5/5. So your own Rampart Smasher has betrayed you. So even if they attack me with that Ginger Brute, unblockable, the Raven will just negate its 1 damage, unless they top-decked something amazing. If I get 1 more land, I'll get my Reaper. Okay, fine. They're gonna give it there. I guess. Alright, so that 4/4 can come at me, and I can deal with it, I hope. And that's 7 mana, so I can get out my Reaper and then start to doing some air attacks. But instead, we'll have a, what is this? A 5/5. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. That's fine, I got a lot of big things. So that's a 4/5. If I can get at the spinning wheel in a timely fashion, it can be used to tap things down. And that's a 4/5 flyer. Haha, look at the little fox doing stuff. Alright, come on, Scry, give me something good. Another Ice Queen, plus a land, don't need that. The fox is the best add-on. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that fox. You know, I'm a cat person, but I like the flyer a little better. I mean, I like the little fox a little better. So, whoops, that's a 4/5. You can block it with your spider, I suppose. Alright, that's pretty dumb. And they need to go. Okay, so that's a ton of mana. 7 mana. Do they have another Flaxen Intruder to make 3 bears? They're going to attach that Halberd to something, I suppose. That's +2/+1, right? So that'll be something with 6. 6/5 trample. Gotta whittle things down a little bit. And then I can tap stuff down with my own... Uh-oh, they have a combat trick, or I guess they're forgetting to eat their food. Nope, they have something amazing. It still kills it, that's fine. Okay, so let's tap that. So I need 5 mana. 1, 2, 3. We'll just set up some defenses here. What else does that Carver do? That's a 3/2. It's a 3/1. Sacrifice a food. Target creature blocks if able. That doesn't matter, right? Oh, never mind. They're attaching that. Okay, that's fine. I can run away together to do something good perhaps here. Nothing has flying, so okay. Let's attack with a flyer, and then on their turn... On their turn, I will throw back... On their turn, maybe I'll tap something and then throw something back. That's a 4/5. Yeah, I'll throw that back because it's expensive. So if they try to attack with that Mara Leaf, I can just tap it. Cool looking forest cat. This one right here. Yep, look at him. Let's zoom in on it. And then they're ending there their turn. Okay. Let me throw this and this back. So I'm going to be able to use that spinning wheel to tap them down. So they have no flyers. They can eat some food. If they do block that Curious Pair, it'll get tapped down. Nice play, thank you. Hopefully it'll continue to be nice. And instead they're gonna eat the food and take the hit. Fine. Next turn I'll be able to do the same. Actually they're gonna... Yeah, okay, so... I would still have enough, right? 4 plus 4 is 8. Right, let me do the math. 4 and 4 is 8. Okay, so I should have a blocker and still have enough for tapping them down. Okay, so if they try to attack with that 5/2, I can just tap them down again. They're gonna bring in the spider. Ooh, okay. Let's turn into a pumpkin. Again, the reach creature, pay adamant. Another Ice Queen. Wow, they're gonna hate me. Okay, just have to figure out how I want to do this. Oops, they have 4. They have 3 cards in hand, so it's not a flyer anymore. But they didn't realize that. Yes, don't realize it. Okay, fine. Oops, they have a trick here. Or maybe they're going to eat the food. Alright, they're going to make it big, but it's still going to get tapped. That's 2. Okay, so they get a tapped creature left. We have the queen. That's a sorcery, so I have to do it now. I guess I can do both. Okay, I gotta do both. I would like the wheel, but okay. Let's tap that and keep it tapped one more time. And then I got another blocker. If they summon their spider, I'll be able to make my flyer again. And instead they're like, yep, I've had enough Queens of Ice. Queens of the Ice Age. Okay, yeah, so after all this time, this was like the first game I've played in this draft, right? Or have I played another one? I'm already forgetting. This was a long game. That was still just the first game. Okay, that took forever. So yeah, I think having 5 Queens of Ice might be interesting. Let me look at my deck one more time. What did we like or what did we not like about it? Frogify never came up, but it's good. Runaway was good. Reeve Soul is good. Queen was good. The Witch, Legion, didn't say please. The Fruit, that spinning wheel was good. The Fruit, 1/5. The Guardian, Pumpkin. Ravens, Steal Stuff, 5/5. I guess it's fine. There's the Giant Skewer, which is a 2/1. You know, I have the Tempting Witch, which is supposed to deal damage plus if I've got food. Well, if I've got the Skewer, that'll make lots of food. Thank you for that, GG. Super grindy. You could only have 4 copies. When you're doing draft, you can have as many of a card that you actually drafted. When you're doing constructed, then it is 4 of. The exception is 7 dwarves. On that one, you can have a maximum of 7. But every other card, if I manage to pull, 8 Tempting Witches, I can have them all. And you saw here I have 5 queens, so they're in there. So what do we think there in the chat? Should we think about putting that Giant Skewer in here? It's only 1, and it costs 3 to equip, but it gives me food. And the point is, if I've got enough food, I got 2 Tempting Witches that in theory is going to be having the player lose 3 life. That's a big old 3 life. That Reaper ended up being pretty good in the Grime. Yeah, in drafts, it is that the in a draft, it is that you can have as many as you cracked. I'm gonna keep it as is. I could do that. I could have. You never knew that in draft. We've drafted. Yeah. Yeah, so that's if you manage to get more than 4. It doesn't always happen. But if you do, that's something else. I could put the Crashing Drawbridge in here, and that way if I get my Reaper out, it could get haste. But I don't really have too much that I would really take out, I suppose. The turtle? Let's try that. I'm going to take out the turtle and put in the drawbridge, which can give my creatures haste. Because maybe if I get one of these big creatures out, then it'll attack right away. Alright, let's continue. And remember, if you don't want to cast a spell or activate an ability, you can pass priority with the spacebar. That is a pro tip. Has everyone watched the latest YouTube videos that I've put out, perhaps? Got some fun stuff in there. And I've got enough for my queen, so okay. We'll work with that. Got some stuff. Got that drawbridge to haste things in. Okay, turn 1 edge while innkeeper. Is this an auto concede? Because I'm sure this silver player was able to... This is an auto concede. I really don't think I'm gonna... If you have a turn 1 edge while innkeeper, you're just gonna get so much card advantage. This is not gonna work. I don't know. I don't know if I should really punish myself here. You know, that's like a pack one, pick one. So if they do make this pop off twice, it's like I'm not going to stick around for it because this is going to be so much card advantage. So there's one. Okay, so nothing really to tap down, so I'll just bring out my own creature. You saw the vintage Crack-a-Pack? Okay, cool. What does the innkeeper do? This is the one that every time you cast a creature with adventure, you draw a card. And, you know, this can really go over the top with, you know, massive card draw. So it's like, okay, with double edge innkeepers, you know, that's not good at all. So that cannot be adamanted yet. Yep, that innkeeper is very good, and there's a counter spell, but we're not good yet. Okay. Well, I'm sure they also feel weird that they don't have their, I'm sure they feel weird that they're not getting their adventure creatures. And I guess we'll tap out their 1/3. If they want to block with those innkeepers, let's see if this is where they pop off when they cast 2 adventure creatures. Okay, there's 1 adventure creature. So they get 2 cards off of that. That gets big. Fine. That could have been casted better. The auto tap didn't tap correctly. Whoops. Okay. That's a big old 5/5. That's a lot of food. I guess I can throw back. You can cast that 5/5 again, s'il vous plaît. And then I'll draw myself some cards. Yes, so much food. Okay, so what can we kill here? We gotta kill one of those innkeepers. And we start tapping some of their creatures like this. Go in for the kill. Double blocking, sure. Then they don't get those to re-tap. They're gonna bring in a huge 5/5. Sure. Alright, that can bring back something from my graveyard, right? What can I bring back from the graveyard? You may put a creature back. Nothing amazing. Well, if my queen gets killed, that would be cool. But here's the witch, which is supposed to be something amazing here. So let's do that. And we don't have anything to bring back really just yet, so I want to bring those queens back. They're gonna eat some food. Everything on taps. Okay, that'll be useful. We can frogify that. We can bring back the queen. I guess I'll bring my 5/5 out. That stays tapped. Great. They remove that enchantment. Goes back to a 5/5. That becomes big. Alright, so I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off very well. And they're passing. Okay. I guess the dream of that witch never came true. I just have too much advantage in creatures. Alright, GG, you got everything that you needed here. Let's go on to the next. See, that was the thing about that that Edge Keeper. Definitely, like I'm saying, two of them is just so good. So is anyone watching any of the Mythic Championship going on at the moment? Mythic Championship 6. Okay, I finally get to go first. And I'm battling Rooney Scory. Let's see what we get here. No, where can I watch it? Sounds interesting. You can go to Twitch TV/magic. Okay, so they didn't play anything. So I've got a 1/3 with the witch. The art on this is pretty amazing. There's that 3/3. That is amazing. I'd like to watch them, but it's just so busy at the moment. Yeah. There's just so many things to do. That's a good one. It has haste. Alright, so I guess we'll lock this down. Get out this wheel. Can't really race them. Memory theft. Oh, they're gonna get my turn into a pumpkin. Wicked Guardian would get me another card. Oh, okay, I guess they did that. and they got both of those things out of exile. That's a pretty good card, obviously, in this format. Another queen. Since I'm not going to be able to go through, I'll do that. Haha, they have their own witch. Alright, that's 5 mana to be able to tap down their 5/5. I mean, they're 4/2. Seeing your opponent seems to have a similar strategy. They're playing black and different colors. Okay, so I'm still gonna need to hold on to that spinning wheel. So I cannot spare any mana. And they're gonna attack with a 1/1. They're gonna slap one of their own creatures. Moving to combat, but I'll tap that. They're gonna attack with a 1/1. Death touch. They're gonna hit me with their food. They're gonna throw some rotten food at me. Oh, okay. I guess they'll still do it in a moment. Fine. Oops, if they attack me with that, then they can't throw the food at me. And I can bring something back. Yeah, I can bring back another... I can bring back my queen over here. Besides that, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So I would still have 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, so I have 5, 3. Okay, so I've got... I'll still have enough for that. I'll have enough for that wheel. So I was looking over like a list of cards of Thorne of Eldraine and stuff, and somewhere they said, you know, cards that are strictly better than other cards. And they listed Spinning Wheel as strictly better than Manalith. I thought, huh, why is that? And then that reminded me that that is because the... That is because the... Okay, so I can use this to keep that tapped down for a little bit longer. And I don't care about blocking something. What do I want to return? That was a little bit of a misplay. I forgot that the spinning wheel also creates mana. And then I could have adamentedly turned into a pumpkin. I mean, made some food, and then this is the final thing here. I guess I gotta use it. Yeah, if I had properly tapped that, I could have... I could have used... Alright, we got one more game to see if we can pull this off. So again, I'm seeing Core Set 2020. I remember on that one, it was about like picking a lot of that... What was that one bow? Heart Piercer bow. I don't quite remember winning too much on Core Set 2020. And so far also, I feel like on Thorne of Eldraine, I'm not quite getting it. And I'm sure it's just selective memory, but I don't quite remember that so far on Eldraine I've really been doing that well. And let's see how we do here versus Bertie. Or Berter from Dragon Ball Z. Alright, so here the Prophet of the Peak is going to be too expensive. I'll be able to instead keep the... I'll return the Prophet of the Peak and keep these other things. Alright, here's the only player that is actually cares about milling stuff. Okay, well... I'm sure they have an amazing graveyard-based strategy. If they're playing Golgari, they probably have that one naturalized card or something. Next time, try to go for green-black and see how it plays. Yeah, we'll see. Uh-oh, they want to bring out a knight. There was a bunch of mana. They have a witch as well. So double black, that would be that one rider, but instead they're gonna bring out a spider. Seeing pop up a lot, that's all. Red, white knights. Yeah, I don't know why, like, I don't quite see it in the draft, you know? That it's, like, I don't know if I have blinders to those cards or whatever. Oh, what's that? 3 damage to target creature. Well, and I'm just getting a million lands. Okay, well, let me just throw this out. I suppose what they'll try over here is to hit me with that cauldron, but then I'll bounce back my queen. Yep, that's what they're about to do here. So now no one gets a creature. And that's a sorcery. Okay, that'll be annoying. Let's just bring out the creature already. They're kind of getting stuck on mana, and I've got all the mana. Okay, there's their 4th land. That's what you want to Reave Soul, definitely. There's another land, amazing. So let's do a little attacking over here. I guess they're going to block that. That's good. Next turn comes that spider. And they're bringing back all the amazing stuff back from the graveyard. Okay, so they're gonna get that knight. So if I don't pull anything good, it's like, what? I'm just spinning my wheels here with land. And there's that. And there's another land. And if I get another land, I need to concede because you can't play Magic without magic spells. And they're already going to get advantage in terms of just simply attacking with that hunter. Well, they're going to kill my thing first, of course. And then they're going to attack unopposed and draw a card off of that, or a food token, I guess. There's your 2 foods for the card. Alright, everyone, well, that was a good run, and when the algorithm is wacky, it's like, this is not real Magic, so let's quit that. Let's do one final game, and this will be just climbing the regular ladder. And this has been the Simic deck that I've been using since rotation. That seems to work really well, really cool. It's not the, the Oko deck or whatever. That is number 1. Oh, look at that. I get to play against a Mythic player. So that must mean that my deck is good enough to battle my opponent. Now, right here, I have a couple of amazing counter spells if I get one more land, which I probably will. That is a completely risky hand. This is kind of suicidal, actually, but I know I'm going to get a land. Watch this. I'm going to get a land. Okay, well, they're playing knights, so I guess that's not so bad. That means I'm going to have to deal with Ember Cleaves. This is going to be a Fervent Champion. Oh, close enough. Alright, so I got double. Alright, what can I do here? Preserver, Borrower. They wanted their 3rd land. What are they going to do with that? I guess let's see about... Depending on what knight they have, it can be pretty fast. Exactly, it kills quick. So... there's that. Okay. It's going to be 5 damage. Oops, we want to actually get rid of that. That's an amazing card, even though it's just a 1/1. I need my 4th land for the Ambusher. Once I got my 4th land, I'll be good. Have that. Not so bad. Okay, this is my 4th land, but it comes in tapped. And, alright, so then they're gonna attack with a bunch of things here. They'll kick back that 3/2. And there we go, there's the Ember Cleave. So that's game over. Alright, so let's see the second game. So I'm not too bummed about that. That was fine. What happened? I did miss a second land drop, but we'll see here now. So let's see. Jose Aya is feverishly sideboarding, but I am battling number 276 best player in the world, so it's not so bad that I lost on that. If I had been playing someone lower, I would have thrown my computer in the lake, but this was a Mythic player, so that's fine. Okay, so once again, whatever. You know, when the algorithm is like this, it's like, whatever, let's just go for it. With so many, and then they have to mulligan. Look at that, they have to mulligan 2 times. So, this is pretty cool music, actually. Does anyone hear the music? It's kind of like Zelda, 8-bit Zelda-ish. Alright, so they have to throw stuff back. They mulligan down to 5. I got a terrible hand. They did too. I go first at least. Fabled Passage, that's going to be too slow. If I get the one more land, I'm in business. Got that knight. That is a land. So I can either Wildborn Preserver or Quench something. Let's cancel that. That gets out of hand really fast. Do a little trade right here. Alright, cool. We are getting no lands at all, but I've got answers. They must have something. They're going to do your turn. Okay. That did not get shocked. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if they spend their mana on that. Okay. They probably won't attack. They don't want to lose that 3/2. They instead want to lose the knight. Alright, let's see what we get here. So they have plenty of mana for their Ember Cleave. They will clearly attack with the... With that, they're going to do their Ember Cleave. Or maybe not. Okay, so that draws them 1 card. Let's see if this lives. Okay, so I'm sure they're going to attack, and then I won't have a chance to do my counter spells. Okay, Nightpack Ambusher. Let's see if he can save me. I cannot afford to take any more hits. I'm sure that Embercleave is coming. There's the Embercleave. Let's wreck that. And then here I've got to block the... So no matter what I block... No matter what I block, I'm going to lose that Brineborn, which is fine. They have one more Embercleave. Okay, GG on that. Okay, well, that's what happens when you play against a Mythic player. They have all of the cards that they need at all points. So, okay, everyone, well, I streamed for a while. The stream crashed a few times for some reason, like 3 times. This last time it went for 1 hour, and I think I also did like, well, I started at 11. What time is it? It's 11, 12, 1, 3 hours. Wow, am I really doing 3-hour streams? I used to just do 1 hour, and then now I'm doing 3-hour streams. Let's do one final thing over here on the card cam, and then I'm going to wrap it up. But here's one more thing. One more set of wacky cards. This is the one more of these Marvel masterpieces. These amazing, these amazingly drawn cards. I'm still wondering, why does this say Final Edition? What does it say? Final Edition from Skybox. Yeah, like, I wonder what that means. Anyway, let's open these. Just found out about the Terminator card game. Oh yeah, what's it about? This is so hard to open. All right, let's look. Let's get ready for some amazing art right here. So here we have Longshot, and I love that purple highlighting up at the top and bottom. Really nice, very cool style. Does it show the artist's name over here? Can't quite read it. Ooh, look at this. We got a Venom. Kind of weird art. I kind of don't like this Venom. I like the red foil though. And, you know, kind of like a full frontal character isn't always too amazing. But there is Venom. Just forgot to show this on the back. And then with Venom, well, that's a classic Todd McFarlane from Amazing Spider-Man number 298. In the beginning, Venom's alien costume was originally worn by his enemy, the Amazing Spider-Man. Well, let's look at that trivia at least. What about Longshot over here? Like all humanoids on his world, Longshot was grown inside a machine to be a slave. Whoa, that's pretty brutal. Over here, ooh, amazing art with Archangel. Or Archangel, how do you say that? Archangel. They were trying to be as big by starting off as a demos with only 1 booster pack, but the company decided to cancel the run by 1 year of being active. So the Terminator game only existed for 1 year. Does that mean that I opened up something that was so rare that I could have sold on eBay instead of cracking it? Okay, the next card right here. Why are these upside down? All weird. Here's Namor. That's pretty cool art right there. Ooh, this is by Jim Steranko. I've actually seen him at San Diego Comic-Con. And I noticed that people's texts are not appearing on screen for some reason. I tell you, I've had trouble all day long with my streams. Hercules, he's busting up a statue of Zeus or something. And then lastly, oh wait, I was reading also trivia over here. Warren Worthington III. Okay, Archangel vied with the brooding Cyclops for the affections of her teammate Marvel Girl, aka Jean Grey. And we've got here Namor first journeyed to the surface world in order to conquer it for Atlantis. From the very first Marvel comics. From 1939, the first Marvel comic was called Marvel Comics, number 1, 1939. And then next we had Hercules and his particular trivia. Hercules joined the Avengers after he'd been exiled from Olympus by Zeus. And lastly, oh, here's, speaking of Jean Grey, here's Jean Grey. Cool. From that sort of style of outfit. In the beginning, Jean Grey possessed only telekinetic powers. Her telepathic abilities surfaced later. All right. So there you go, everyone. Hopefully you had some fun during the stream. The RNG